Alrighty then. We're gonna keep on walking around here. The mouse control seems a little finicky. I don't know if it's because, like, the window was originally meant for 1024 by 68 or whatever. It may just be a bug or something, I don't know. But yeah, different social features like receiving messages, you can take pictures, you can take videos, have a friends list, which is over there. This is the welcome. Wonder if the shop works at all. Yeah, I don't think the shop works in its current state. Pets. Cakeling. Can I summon this? I wonder if this works. Oh, there's a jack-o'-lantern. I don't know if these work or not, but I guess we'll check our inventory in a minute here. Buy. I'll buy a chicken. I don't think the shop has functionality yet. Yeah, I don't think any of this works. But that's okay. We get to see just like, I think it's just kind of placeholder. I don't know if it like actually works yet or not. Fishing lures even. French fries! Oh my god. God, this brings me back, chat. There's like all these different kinds of weapons, skins, all these different things. Glowing emerald blade, a fire baseball bat. Yeah, look at the popularity of Fortnite and like how Fortnite sells skins and things, and just like I kind of wonder why it didn't really take off on this game. Maybe it's because of their target audience or something. I don't know. I think if this game was like really ahead of its time. Hammer. They said there's mounts. Let's see, is there mounts? Oh hell yeah! It works. It works. I'm on a mount. I'm on a mount, chat. Whee! A sick ride. It's got all these ghostly ghouls and bats. Hell yeah. I don't remember, was there music in this area or not? I don't know. And then, like, all the documentation, everything I was reading about this version of the game didn't mention anything about there being, like, NPCs and rides and everything. Hold on a second, I gotta fix a thing. There's some scuff on my stream. Hold on. Fixing a thing, chat. There we go. There we go. Everything's fixed now. But yeah, I'm running around free realms. Open source free realms. I'm gonna assume that these were probably enemies, so they're just kind of placeholder at the moment. But yeah, we've got rides. Like, what other rides can we summon here? Here's a lawn chair. You can just chill. Yep. That's just we're just chilling, man. And it's cool that there was like even static things like that. What was that one thing I had? Oh, a dragon. Hell yeah. I'm on a dragon. Do you guys remember Free Realms? It was a really cool game. Hey. Let's look at the map. Okay, so we had a lot of different areas and stuff. I remember hanging around Snow Hill a lot. Sanctuary was the main area. I'm kind of wondering if there's anybody around here. Boing. Fly! Whee! That was one of the things that the game had a lot of, was like trampolines you can jump on. What is this? Farting pianos? Okay. Walking around Christmas tree, have a happy. Oh, no. I really appreciate being able to go and just wander around this land again. It's something that's just kind of trapped in time. Was there auto run? I don't remember if there was auto run or not. Okay, yeah, there was auto run with the numlock key. This is kind of funny because that's the same as Final Fantasy XI. Wandering around. Bring back Free Realms! I demand it! Full screen mode. Seaside. Seaside was one of my favorite places to hang out. It was just so well put together. It's like a beach. And you can hang out and look at the ocean. That was great music too. Oh, okay. That's... Oh, this is my stuff or what? Let me look through here. Housing. Very rudimentary stuff right now. Yeah, but they had a whole a job in this called Pet Tamer, which was cool because like you could actually train a dog or a cat, and they do tricks and stuff. And there was like a whole storyline and quest associated with it. I was one of those people who played the game before that got removed, and I never understood why they removed it. I think these are just NPCs there for flavor of the world. It's a pirate ship. I saw a streamer friend playing Terra, which was another MMO that got shut down a while back. I remember playing the hell out of that game. It was free to play. It was really ahead of its time too. It had a lot of cool bosses and stuff and dungeons. But, you know, when they shut it down, of course, they lost everything. You know, several hundred hours I put into that game. Snapper. We don't have any combat as of yet. This is the main menu. Hero's Journal. Stuff. That would be my stuff. Wine shop. I wonder if there's any way to, like, get these things. I'd love to have a pet. I can't click it. Just a day at the beach. Ready. Ooh. There's a balloon out in the distance. What's that old saying? You don't really appreciate something till it's gone. I wish they would bring back free realms in full force. Whoever that is, you know, like, Even if it's like, you know, sort of like a City of Heroes situation where they let fan projects do it. I know it's a different company and everything. That was NC Soft, but they gave them the license to run that server. So as of right now, I can't really talk to NPCs. There's probably no dialogue here, but it's cool to actually see in place. Does housing work? That's what I want to know. Housing directory. I didn't expect it to be honest. Considering that questing isn't functional at this point, and we're basically a walking simulator, but you can still have a lot of fun with it overall. You can you can even walk around too. It's like slow walk. I want to jump on these trampolines. Whee! Yippee! Ah! Water! Jump! Come on. I want to hit it. You don't see very many games that have, like, trampolines like this. Freaking love this. You do somersaults in the air. Wonder, is there anything behind the waterfall? Probably not. Nah. It was worth looking anyway. Boing. Jump! Yippee! Yeah, but for real, chat, like, I play the hell out of the fishing minigame, and I spent, like, hours in that, and the cool thing about that fishing minigame was that, like, you could fish, and you would see, like, your hook below the surface of the water. So, like, it would shift between perspective between, like, what it is right now here, and then you would be able to see, like, under the water, and occasionally you would see a treasure chest and stuff, and it was really cool. I spent hours just trying to get all the fishing gear and stuff. So it was one of my favorite job classes that they added to the game a long time ago. I think it was the last one they added to the game before the game shut down. I do have to use auto run though, because my old bones don't like holding down W for that long. I generally use controllers more these days, just because it's more comfortable on my hands. They've got the octopus out here with all these weapons. Kinda cool. Whee. Low-key, I want to jump back into Terra too, because I played a lot of that game. Crab people, crab people, crab people. I saw recently in Palia, or Palia, however you say it, they added a Chatty plush, which Chatty is like the mascot of Free Realm, so... Like, I don't know if they have people who worked on Free Realms over there at Palia or whatever, but I think that was pretty cool of them to put that there. But at the same time, it was just kind of like, bring the whole game back, please. I want it. I need it. I have a mighty need. It's like nothing ever changed. Like, I'm running around as my character I recreated from back in 2009 or something. Like, I played this game on the side because it was free to play. Back in the rise of MMO days, where just like there was just one after the other and everything, I didn't think much of, you know, like MMOs just like having a shelf life, a lifespan. You know, sometimes you would have MMOs that shut down eventually, but you know, here we are in the future, and I'm looking back at the past, and it's just like I really want to experience everything that this game had to offer again, because like it had mini games and stuff. So like some of these jobs here, like blacksmith and the crafting jobs, like mining and stuff, they had like flash-based mini games and things, so where you could actually like gather resources and craft by playing a match 3 game, which was really cool. It's something I still have not seen anybody to do again to date, and I think, if I recall correctly, since those were based off of Flash and Flash no longer exists, it actually makes it a lot harder for developers to like bring that back, bring that forward. So I think it would have to be recoded or something. But yeah, Free Realms, like, I love the trampolines. You know what's really cool is that you could put these in your house. You had housing, and you could put trampolines everywhere. It's so much fun. Whee! I could do this for a while. There's no fall damage. You can just jump on trampolines. Splash. Sploosh. And there were like boom boxes and stuff. It was mostly like a social MMO, socially focused MMO, like chatting with people and hanging out. I want to go over to this pirate ship. Pirate's Plunder. Was this something that I missed out on? I think this was a mini game or something that I just totally missed out on. Hello, Mr. Jolly Roger. You look like you've seen a few things. Yar har har, diddly dee. I apologize when my mouse cursor goes everywhere. It's actually a little bit hard to control with the cursor space. It's very touchy. Treasure. Avast! You scurvy dogs, sail away to adventure. Yeah, you can zoom out the camera pretty far. Like, you really don't need to, but just like environment-wise and taking screenshots is pretty neat. Alright, let's hop on a ride or something here. It's an armored T-Rex. Look at this. It's got a freaking laser. It's got a laser. Wait, is there mount special? Ah. I was just wondering if it roars and stuff like World of Warcraft. The chicken. Yeah, this is basically a snapshot in time. We had all these different things. Even Chef had like a match 3 mini game, and the foods and stuff. If I recall correctly, you could use as buffs for your combat jobs. Mounts, shops, NPCs. I wonder, where's the shop? I don't think this works. Sale items, nothing. I want a pet though, because they had all these pets and stuff. You have a jack-o'-lantern, you could have a snake, you could have a cake. They would just follow you around and stuff. I don't think the inventory is fully functional yet. I've yet to see a functioning shop here. Wugachug was a really cool area. We'll go walk around that for a little while. You had these guys called Wugachugs. I seem to have a memory of this place. Like, I think occasionally there would be like a show that popped up on the stage here. Like a just random event. It was like dudes rocking out on the guitar or something. I'd love to know what all the emotes are. Because I don't remember any of that. Oh, we got the Running Man. They have some really cool emotes. Air guitar. Actually made the air guitar sound. Groove. Get down. Get down with your bad self. Do it. Swirl. Call your pet.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. I don't know what that Peace out. Let's go on a quest. We're running around. Sorry if my cursor's in the way, by the way. It's pretty big. I don't know why the cursor is so big. Oh, that changes the icon up there. Style. Can't change anything here. Take my cap off. I like my cap on though. Wait, there was oh, there was a job called Soccer Star. I forgot about that. Yeah, they had a soccer minigame. I totally forgot about that. There was a job called Soccer Star. I never played it, so I missed out. postman, cart driver. There was a demo derby driver too. Yeah, badass. Car duelist. Very plain. Brawler. Archer. Adventurer. Wizard. Want a quest? Look around. Yeah, there was actually these places. They had mailboxes and stuff there. I think that was part of the postman job, if I can remember correctly. But if you ever played Free Realms, let me know in chat, because, like, I have good memories of this game. I didn't really have any, like, problems out of anybody that I interacted with in this game either. Like, everybody was chill. I wonder what the controls are. Yeah, I remember there was like farming also, that it was also a sort of a flash game. You would do match 3 and then try to collect the items by matching 3. This game marketed itself as a family-friendly MMO. Oh, there was chess too, checkers too, I think. They had like a little game thing. They really leaned a lot into the mini games with this game. That is one of the key components of this game that I don't know if will ever be fully duplicated or not. Let's hop back on a mount. Stormy hoverboard. That's a little bit wild. I just want to check out the different mounts they have. The Firehawk. Oh, that one actually could fly a little bit, or at least hover. Do a barrel roll! That sounds pretty cool. Got like airplane sounds. A poison dragon. Yeah, it feels like they took some inspiration from Warcraft stuff. Scale dragon. A snowball. Drop this crazy thing! Stop it! There's a lot of goofy things in it. They see me rolling. I'm on a bike. It had it had a lot of normal mounts too, just kind of like, oh, it's got some awesome moves. Look at these sick tricks. Doing some BMX stunt bike stuff here. Yippee! I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm like trying to move the camera, things get a little bit stuttery. Where am I? Did I see where I'm at? Shrouded Glade. Cooking table. Does the cooking thing work? It actually had a teleport to it. Yeah, it doesn't work. That's okay. I didn't expect it to. Was just hopeful. Yeah, but this game had like really good environments, a very mystical, magical world to explore. It had some quests and stuff too. Like I think there was a storyline. I think a lot of it had to do with some royal palace or something. I didn't really ever complete the storyline in the Free Realms. A beach ball. Uses the same animation as the snowball. A goblin mech. That's actually pretty awesome. Blank. Time is money, friend! God, what do you do when you see this coming down the road? Like this big giant clanky mech coming right at you. It's got drill on it and pinchers. I'd probably freak the hell out. That is the noisiest mount I have ever heard in my life. Lava Tiger. Yeah, my mom had one of those dragons. I think it was either the green dragon or the scale dragon. Oh, here's a gold tipped one. these glide a little bit, so it was cool. Like you hit the jump key, and then it glides just like a little bit. There was no actual like flying mounts in this game. You couldn't actually like fly up in the sky and stuff, but they had the mounts that kind of glided around. This game is called Free Realms. This is a fan project. It's called Open Source Free Realms. The game had shut down like several years ago, but people had been working to like kind of try to bring it back. So this is just kind of like a little bit of a walking simulator of sorts at the moment, because the NPCs don't really have dialogue and there's not really much gameplay, but it's good for nostalgia. Like it takes me back a bit, so as I'm running around the zones that I spent some of my 20s in. Look, that's pretty ugly looking guy there. He has a pig right next to him. It gives you WoW vibes, kinda. Yeah, because I think that's what they were trying to kind of compete with at the day and time. The target audience was like family-friendly MMO was basically what they were trying to do. They had like strict moderation and things, but it was a very well designed game. It had like several job classes: adventurer, archer, blacksmith, brawler, fisherman, demo derby driver. There was actually like a kart racing game where you like actually race against other NPCs, and there was also a demo derby. So you had kart driver and demo derby. Chef, you would like craft dishes and stuff, and there was even a quest line with it. You'd like go to different restaurants and do this matching game that doesn't exist in its current form because this is still a work in progress or what have you. They'll even be able to do that. Yeah, they had so many different things that you could be. There's even Soccer Star. I never played Soccer Star, and I regret not playing Soccer Star now, because this game is not available to play that in its current form. And, you know, if somehow, some way they could bring back Pet Tamer or Pet Trainer, I would love to play that. Because there was a job class that actually would let you have a dog or a cat, and you could teach them tricks, and you would use like these gestures on the screen and stuff. Can I mine this? Oh, there's no option that it says press X. I changed some mining to the doing. That's warrior. Yeah, so functionality very, 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 very limited right now. We've got mounts that we can ride around on. We can explore. We can change the different job classes that are in the game at the moment. Like, there was also they had a whole job that was fisherman, and it had levels. So the maximum level in Free Realms was 20 for every job class. I always wish that they had increased the cap past that, but it never happened. I maxed out all my stuff at 20 back in the day. Oh, what is this? Yeah. So this was where you had a harvesting mini game also. You can tell because it has this icon right here. And that's where you would do like a matching thing. What's this? A quest? Oh. Well, it doesn't work. Well, maybe they are working on this part. Because, like, this is the first time I've seen all these exclamation mark stuff around here. Warrior gear. Go back on my wizard outfit. Right now, that's what the jobs is just, that's what they are, is outfits. They had checkers and chess too. So there were like social games that you could play. Where am I at right now? I'm in Lake Shore. Oh, I never got to go to this, chat. There was an area that they released called Sunstone Valley. It was like toward the end of the game's life cycle. I never got to go there. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to check that out. That is pretty awesome that they've got this in the game. I never got to go here. I might not really be able to do much in it. Oh wait, I'm stuck for some reason. Oh no, not like this. Okay, well we know that doesn't work. Try teleporting here. Okay, there we go. I can run around now. Definitely that teleport is bugged. Yeah, but I never got to go to this area. Looks like it would be fun to play. Maybe they will have it functionally complete. There's been a lot of different fan projects trying to get this game back up and running. Yeah, hopefully eventually. Or, yeah, either way. Because, like, fan projects like this, they can either be supported by the original developers or they can be shut down. I hope they never get shut down, but I definitely want to see Free Realms return in its fully playable state. This is definitely a right step in the right direction, for sure. I have never seen this place. This was an area that I did not get to experience. It had so many cool mounts, too, in this game. I called them rides, but still. Got a fire Pegasus. Reminds me a little bit of the Ashes of Alar, or whatever you called that from World of Warcraft. The Phoenix Bird. I'm digging this music. It's really nice. Definitely got that Western vibe. Oh, they had like a brawler arena here. You know what the sad thing to me is that it looks like that there were other areas planned. You can see this right here that has like the purple clouds and the rainbows and stuff, and it's clouded up. And you had this over here, which is just white clouds and stuff. So it looked like that there were actual plans to continue development with this back when the game was in full live service. That flapping is getting on my nerves a bit. There's a tractor. Oh no, it made me invincible. I'm on a John Deere. Let's go. Yeehaw. God, that thing's such a pollution thing. Let me see. There were some cool things here. OMG. There's some emotes and stuff. Twirl. Orofel. Ha 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 ha. There's a roadrunner. Yo, I've never been in this place. This turned out to be more than just a walking simulator for me, because like there's content that, or at least zone areas to explore that I never got to. Sand scale scavenger. I don't think I ever saw these guys. Scary looking. Very scary looking. Scaly. They look like lizard men or frog people. Something. Cross between the two of those. Sand scale magus. Wonder if these were enemies to fight, or if they're just like NPCs to talk to. I feel like that there was a story here that I don't know about. That these were guys that we were supposed to fight. Oh, there's a cave over there. Is there a bat? There's a bat. Discord. Just the animation of that is hilarious. Oh, this is interesting. Wait, am I in that other area that I... Wait a minute. There's no map here. Am I off the map? Am I in that little rainbow area that they were showing on the map? Is this unreleased content? What the heck? There's a bunch of ponies and unicorns and stuff around here. Guy song. Yeah, it's a unicorn. And a Pegasus. That'd be wild if, like, they actually get this, like, fully playable and start adding stuff to it. 'Cause that's happened with, like, other MMOs in the past when they got shut down and fan projects took over and then fan projects add to stuff. Like, Star Wars Galaxies. Oh, can't get on over this bridge. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely not a map for this area, which is interesting to me because, like, that means that this area was not, like, fully developed. This was probably something that had been blocked off. I don't know for sure because I never played this area. Yeah, see, the very fact that I can go through that there tells me that, like, they've turned off the invisible walls and things. Yeah, I feel like I'm out of bounds or something. Flapping bothers me. I don't know what it is. It's just the flapping bothers me. The Hydra. Loud. Glacierator. It's a Zamboni. Also very loud. It's a noisy mounts. Surfboard. Surfing USA. Everybody going surfing. Stone saber-tooth tiger. see, now I'm back on this map where there actually is places to look. So it kind of feels like that this wasn't fully developed. This is probably an area that had been blocked off, which makes me want to go to this other area. I love it when you can go like outside of bounds of what was normally allowed. It's just like the unseen side of games or whatever, like when you fall through the world map or something and you see all the things that you weren't supposed to. Hello, Casey. I'm revisiting an old MMORPG today. It's called Free Realms. It's not functionally complete, but I'm able to walk around it and explore areas that I never got to. Get on a dragon. I liked how that they handled the dragons in this game, because like the dragons, they don't just run along the ground, they kind of float. There was no flying in this game, like flying in the sky. The dragons, they float. Where am I? Let's see, can I go beyond this wall? No. Probably not much stopping me here, though. How's your day going, Casey? How's everybody's day going? Dragon glide. Oh jeez. Wonder if there's a way up here, or I'm just gonna get myself stuck. It's going, yeah, I feel that. Okay. This looks like the entrance to that other area. Yeah. Ooh. This is wild. It's like a crystal adobe town or something. Open TikTok while skilling up with some friends in 11 while you're streaming. Oh, cool. Yeah, I need to get back into 11. So I saw they have like the job point campaign that's going on right now, and I've not like fully done job point grinds on my main in my black mage. Well, this is a very interesting area. Feels like that this was an area that just kind of got left behind at some point. Because I think the last things they added to Free Realms in terms of zones was Sunstone Valley. That's so cool that you can glide though. Even though you can't fly. The dragon glides. Ooh, crystals. It's magic. And what's interesting is, like, there's not really a name for these areas. I don't know if this was something that was under development and got canceled. I've always liked to explore different areas I've not been to in games. Like, I'm the kind of adventurer that will double back and look for treasure. Sometimes that works to my advantage. I'll find like items or loot or something. Other times it just wastes my time. But yeah, it's still fun for me, even if I spend extra time looking around. What kind of dragon is that? Feathered Drake Ambusher. Welcome in, Truckin'. Good to see you. I'm exploring an old MMO. It doesn't really have any quests at the moment because this is just kind of like an early fan project. But I'm exploring a lot of the zones and places that I never got to go to. Goals. I wonder what those things are for. Precursor ruins. Smelting and forging. Yeah, there was some kind of mini game for blacksmithing and mining. There's just so much of the game is tied to those mini games in general. I'm gonna go to one of my other favorite places. Was Snow Hill. As you can see, the map references certain things like snowberry, star nut, spiral mint, stainberry. Those were things that you could gather by playing the harvesting minigame. And the harvesting the materials that was used in cooking, which was another job class. Snow Hill. I spent a lot of time here because there was a Christmas event or holiday event, whatever. And this tree over here, this tree in particular, had a bunch of decorations on it. It had Christmas lights, it had presents on it and stuff. And if I recall correctly, there was also a boss that spawned occasionally. I think it was like a giant yeti or a giant snowman or something. Well, these shops have not been developed yet. You can see the framework there, though. Crafting supplier, cooking table. There's chef. Yeah, you can't talk to anybody in this version of the game. We're mainly just exploring. I just wanted to take a little trip down memory lane. Rock and Roll Road. I'm gonna change back to my wizard outfit. Air guitar. more MMOs should have an air guitar emote. I'm just saying that, chat. they really should. What was it? There was that one item in World of Warcraft. I think it was like this undead guitar or something. People wanted that so badly. You could like play riffs on it or something. Oh, what the heck was all this over here? Another barrier. Anytime you saw something that was like under development or under construction, you'd see these barriers. So that's a big question mark to me. That penguin just bark at me. Honk. That's a barking penguin. That is not how a penguin sounds. Although, to be fair, I don't know how a penguin sounds. But I don't think it sounds like that. Oh, this was, if I remember correctly, this was like a combat area. You would like click on this here, and it would put you into an instanced arena with other monsters, like these troll guys here. You'd see this occasionally in the game's design. when you were playing on your combat jobs, they would tell you to go to certain places and fight. Used instance combat a lot of times. Whee! Do a barrel roll. Front flip. What's this over here? Ooh, nothing. Just looking around. I remember spending a lot of time in that mine over there because that's where you did a lot of your gathering for mining. PB&J for lunch? That sounds awesome. You know, I want to get some of those Uncrustables. I used to have a friend. They gave me some of those. I say used to because they're not my friend anymore. People tend to come and go a lot in my life. I don't know why. It is what it is. Oh man, this takes me back. God, I love that music. The nostalgia is strong with this one. All the fancy gems. I really miss the matching games and stuff from Free Realms. Cause it was a very casual game overall, chat. It was like you could just hop on Free Realms and play for a little while and jump right back off of it. It's like it didn't really demand a whole lot of your time like a lot of MMOs do. It was very casual. I think if it was given a second chance to live, that it would do better today than it did in the past. Because the major competitor that this game had was World of Warcraft. That was fun to run through that mine. Yeah, and over here's the forge, this is where I do some blacksmithing. I remember this. This might be a pretty short stream, but hey, I just want to run through like a few zones. Considering like, you know, how limited the functionality is and stuff, we're mainly just like on a sightseeing tour of Sanctuary and Free Realms and all the different areas. I love Seaside because Seaside has like all those trampolines and stuff and pirate ship and the beach. Black Spore was like a much darker area. Briarwood also. But, you know, it really does feel like that this game had more potential. It had more things that it wanted to do. Let's go back over here. Black Spore. A dark area. Spooky. Yeah, they had soccer. They actually had a job called Soccer Star. There was a soccer game, and I never got to play it. Kind of sad now. They also had a trading card game called, and it had a job class tied to it called Duelist. Well, not Duelist, but well, yeah, Card Duelist. You can tell that the game shifts the tone of the music. It uses one overarching theme across everywhere, which is like the Three Realms main theme, but each of the zones has like a variation on that theme, which is really cool. So like this one seems like a little bit darker, more mysterious. You just listen to the music. Dark forest. Some swamp vibes in this area. It's because we're in a swamp. Can I hide the UI? I'm curious. Alt-C, Alt-X. Scroll lock. No. I wonder if there's slash commands. Help. Command not supported. I'm curious. Oh. Source free realms. So, Chad, if you ever want to check this out, I made a command here. It's called Open Source Free Realms. If you ever played Free Realms before and you just like wanted to walk around the different areas and stuff, because that's basically the state of what this is right now. You can do it that way. The most recent thing was back in 2022, so like I don't know how actively this is being developed, but they do have a Discord and stuff. fan projects of this rely on a lot of time and patience, you know, and community to flourish. Mysterious. Is this like a haunted mansion over here or something? I want to go around the outside. Even creepy haunted thing. Yeah, well, just the character designs in this game were really well done. Oh, this like graveyard area. Yeah, so it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. There were some darker areas in Free Realms. Take away this swamp area. Squirrels. King of squirrels. Surdo. Low key, yeah, this makes me want to play Fable. I've not played Fable in a long time, but I remember like these style carts and stuff, or this housing. Fable is a great series. I think the Pinnacle was 2 though. It captured a lot of the RPG aspects. 3 was just kind of, I don't know. Didn't quite live up to my expectations. Ah. Another one of these fighting areas. Yeah, so they have like a spider problem in this area. And you had to go down and fight in the mines over there. Well, you see this board, it's boarded up over here because what normally would happen was if you would click this right here, it'd take you to an instance and you'd fight these monsters. jump back on Dragon. I'm gonna go to Briarwood. Yeah, there was this giant maze here in Briarwood. Hey, congrats on first, Xenotos. Welcome in. Thanks for drinking your daily potion. Yeah, one of the streamer acquaintances that I watched, they were playing Terra, which was another MMO that got shut down years ago. It was also free to play. But I remember playing a ton of that game. I think I even got to the point where I had a flying mount. But yeah, they shut that game down. But there is like a fan server out there called Terra Classic or something like that. God, this has to be the worst area in an MMO right here. It's just like this giant hedge maze. I never really liked this place very much. Never tried Terra. It was a game I felt was a little bit ahead of its time because it had action combat. It was more of like, it was sort of a hybrid between tab target combat and action combat. But they had these things called big ass monsters, BAMs, BAMs, and you would fight them. They'd have like several HP bars. The dungeons were always fun in Terra. I'll probably download that fan thing, Terra Classic, and play that. What a face. I think it's alive. It's kind of moving. I don't know why when you change perspective that it moves out of first person. Surprised Rift is still online? Jeez. I remember playing that. Yeah, I remember all the commercials and marketing for Rift too. It was like trying to tell everybody that it was a WoW killer and stuff like that. It's like, bro. It's like the amount of MMOs that told people that, oh, this is the WoW killer or whatever, or if it was fans that were saying that, like, I don't know. Vina. I wonder what normal conversation these dudes are having. The last thing I remember about Rift is that it had a bunch of like customizable classes, and it turned out to be just like really complicated. So much so that there's like template builds and stuff. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, Zeno. I feel that. That's coming from somebody who's played WoW since Burning Crusade. I've played it off and on though. Like, there's been definitely several times that I've taken breaks from World of Warcraft. I don't like this place. There's too many. This maze. This is too much. You imagine being a younger adult and getting actually lost in this place? They designed this game. They mainly marketed this towards a younger audience. So it's like a friendly MMO. Free Realms. Man, I would totally get lost in there. Briarwood. Sheesh. I want to choose a different ride. Let's see here. I like the haunted hoverboard. Mainly because it's kind of quiet and it has this spooky glow to it. Hoverboards are kind of glitchy though in this current state. Are those, maybe it's just the right mouse button, I don't know. This is quiet. Like the skulls and the bats appeal to my semi-goth side. It's a UFO! It's aliens. It's always aliens, you know. Cool little touch here is when you're on a hoverboard, you actually float on the water. It's just a small attention to details in this game that I like and appreciate. Man, I want to go to the demolition derby, man. I want to go driving. I want to go racing. Aliens took over gaming. Yeah, these were cars. You could actually drive these. There was a whole like raceway thing. There was go-karts. What do you call them? Kart driver, yeah. So there was kart driver and there was demo derby driver. Demo derby was more like you were put in an arena and you would hit other cars. So this game had just so much going for it, and it didn't deserve to go out like it did, in my opinion. Especially if they brought it back today and they marketed it more towards like a adult audience or whatever, I think the game would do pretty well. At least as a free-to-play game. With optional cosmetic stuff. See, where we are currently at is Stillwater Crossing. Yeah, you've had cooking tables where you would be a chef and you could do mini games and stuff. There was a tower defense game inside this game. So this game had so many mini games. You had a soccer field. checkers and chess. And that's not even like counting your housing either. Like there was housing in this game. There was housing in Free Realms. It was really well done, really well put together. You could actually put blocks on your lot, and it was sort of very close to like Minecraft-y of sorts, like in the amounts of customization and stuff. Like you could put trampolines down. You could make like these little sky mazes or whatever. There was like little building blocks and stuff. It was a really good housing system. I think this game deserves another chance, and I think WildStar deserves another chance. This dashing looking gentleman. Why are you standing next to a grave that has a snake? What is happening here? Wow, that's pretty dark. I think that guy's like a gravekeeper or something. Like, see, you don't really expect for that kind of thing that was like sort of marketed towards teenagers and young people to be in this kind of game, but like this game really was an appeal for all ages, I feel. Because even my mom played Free Realms. She loved all the like the little puzzle games that were in Free Realms. Wizard was my first job class to 20. 20 was always the cap. I would love to see a comeback of Free Realms with a higher level cap. Ominous sounding music. Oh, I went back into Black Spore, that's why. I already explored that area. We're gonna go to somewhere else. Yeah, I've mostly explored everything around here. I don't think... Did we go to Shrouded Glade? I don't think we went to Shrouded Glade. The character designs were really well done, well put together in this game. Pet trainer was absolutely the coolest job. Like, you had a pet that followed you around and you would teach it tricks. You could feed your I think it was either a dog or a cat. Like I want to dive back into like the lore of Free Realms and stuff and read some of that stuff later. Rams. Climb up these waterfalls. Ah! Can't see where I'm going. What? I got an... There's an exploration coin here. See, that also reminds me that, like, there was more to this game. You had collectibles. There were things that you could find just scattered around the world. I can't do anything with this, but there was like a whole thing here. Collections. So you had job-specific collections. You got all these things you could collect. Flora, toys, insects. Like, there were things to collect, and if I remember, when you completed a set, you got some kind of item. So this is not going to work, but this will give you kind of an idea of how in-depth Free Realms really truly was. If you look at games here, you'll see there's forging, and that's like a match 3 game. That's for a blacksmith. Fishing, which was its own job class. Cooking, which it was a mini game where you could like put the different ingredients in the pot and stir the pot around, like it was timed and stuff like that. There's a trading card game. There were battles, harvesting, go-karts. There was like a treasure trove thing too, where you could spin a wheel, and it would give you a prize. There's also micro games, mining, spot the difference, tower defense, soccer, smelting, Pirates Plunder. I don't remember if I ever got to play it. I maybe have played it briefly. Treasure War. No, there's a couple of those I never got to play, and they're not available to play. Because you can see that, like, I may have just broke the game. Well, that's one way to turn the UI off. I think it was supposed to, like, teleport me to something. It didn't do it. So I might have broke the game a bit. Well, you know what? It's okay, because we're just exploring anyways. Less is more, actually, in this case, because we wanted to look around. I can still pull up the map. Oh, pulling up the map brought the UI back. So now I know how to get rid of the UI when I'm messing around with this. We just go to game and then try to summon a game. Doesn't work. Yeah, but there was housing too. Just doesn't work right now. There were achievements also. Even achievements for housing. Achievements for job levels, mini games, combat, trading card game. There was seasonal events. Spooktacular, Snow Days, Festival of Hearts. Banana! Banana, 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 banana. One of the things that you could get for completing things was flare shards, which were basically customizable. They were like ways you could customize your weapon. So like you could add a glow to a weapon, which was really cool. There was farming, go-karts, different clothing stuff, housing. So this is the extent of what the housing had. It had blocks, wall hangings, furniture decorations, exterior, outdoor, walls, roofs, floors, etc. But it had a lot of customization in it. I miss it a bit. I think the closest thing that I've seen in a game in terms of customization lately is Palia or Palia, however you say it. Somebody's gonna have to tell me how you pronounce that, because I'm just gonna keep saying I don't know how to say it. I like the armored T-Rex though, because it's like a raptor with freaking laser eyes. Roar! I think we already been here. I'm kind of running out of places to go. It was cool to see Sunstone Valley because I had never seen any of that. Roar! Laser Raptor, engage. I wanted to walk around Sanctuary though, because that was the main hangout place. Who is Halloween Harry? Oh yeah, they had all the ways that you could buy the currency back in the day. Ghost Hunter. Spot the difference. Yeah, there was just so many little mini games and things. Like spot the difference. Please select game. Yeah, I would come here and I would just like hang out and the people would be playing their jam boxes and dancing and stuff. It was very social MMO. Show off your shards. The flare shards, the stuff that you had equipped to other people. You could tell, like, they took a lot of influence from World of Warcraft. But they put their own spin on it. Wait, there were hair colors? I think that, now that I remember, there was actually more customization, but I think you had to like pay coins for it or something. Shards and accessories, resell shoes, facial hairstyles. What a name, Sassy Fancy Pants. Oh, sassy! I'm so sassy! Dasher Fancy Pants. Time for more Skeletal of the Crew. Alrighty then, hope you have a good time with that. When did they put this in the game? Because I know the Firehawk has arrived that I can summon here. That must have been like before they shut things down. I don't remember this. Message board. Yeah, this is Sacred Grove. This was like the main tree and the main area where like the fairy castle royal family lived or whatever the heck. There were a few like story related missions here back in the day. There was a job called Postman, and you would have these mailboxes around, and you go and deliver mail to different cities. That was part of that job, and that's how you got experience for that. You would deliver stuff, deliver the mail. Just Free Roams just had overall, it had a lot of great concepts in it. I think there was like running races too. Yeah, that really about does it. There's a few other areas around. There's Lavender Coast Pass, Greenwood Forest. Curious, like what happens when you try to go to the Speedway? Yeah, they had a Speedway and there was like go-karts and all these things. we can't go in. If any of the developers of Free Realms like see this, like I hope like whoever can bring this back, I don't care if it's fans or if it's like officially, like I want to play this game in its full capacity. With all the mini games and everything in it. I mean, you even had like go-karts and stuff that you could upgrade. There was a demolition derby. There's just so many cool things in this game. They jammed so many cool things that it deserves a second chance. Not just family friendly either, because I know that's how they kind of marketed this game originally. Like this deserves a chance for everybody. Treasure War, I don't think I ever played that. Can't play it now. There was like this little road down here. Yeah, these areas, these things always piqued my curiosity because, like, you can never go past them. I don't think there's a way to in this version either. Places that were blocked off. And there may not be anything over there. It may just be fall through the map or whatever, but... I'm just glad that I got to mess around with Sunstone, to be honest, because, like, I never got to play that. Even if I was just looking around and checking it out. I mean, as you can see, like, just generally the overall world, it has a little bit of space. Like, it's not really going to take you a whole lot of time to get from point A to point B. Especially if you have a mount. I remember playing this on PlayStation 3 and it had trophies. Probably still have it installed on my PS3. One of my PS3s. I actually have two PS3s. I have one that's digital. Well, that's not... Well, yeah, technically it's digital because the CD drive broke. And that's the one I think I have Free Realms on. But it doesn't connect to any servers or anything. Because those servers don't exist anymore. What I'm thinking about doing, chat, is I'm thinking about jumping on Terra Classic fairly soon. I don't know if it's going to be today or not, but like after stream, I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to rest for a little while. Probably eat some lunch. And I might hop on Terra Classic, which I saw my friends, or one of my streamer friends playing. Because, damn, I really want to get back into Terra. If it's actually functional and playable, and I can fight monsters and do quests and stuff, I would love to dive right back into that. Well, I guess this was the soccer field or whatever that they had. I just never checked the soccer game in this out because I'm not really that big of a sports fan overall. But man, if I could just get back into this and switch over to like fishing again, I would love this. I would just spend my days fishing and fishing up treasure. If they raised the level cap, I wish they would. If they, hypothetically, if this game were to make a full comeback. Ninja Deceiver. I think I remember fighting those guys. Yeah, there was like a whole ninja quest line too. Yeah, this is what ninja looks like as a job class. At least the basic starting stuff. I think it was like a very fast DPS. Where the combat classes, warrior. Warrior was more of a tank. Medic was a healer. Archer. I don't know why Archer doesn't change over. Brawler. Brawler was like melee DPS. Yeah, for whatever reason, Archer doesn't switch. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it off here, because we've been pretty well all around the map, as far as I can tell. Well, there's Maryvale. Pretty close to. I'll log off after we explore that a little bit. On my armored T-Rex. Rawr. Where is this place? I'm just gonna teleport. Maryvale. Also spent a lot of time here on the cooking quests back in the day. There was a lot of quests associated here with cooking. It's been a very nice nostalgic trip down down memory lane. I said Mary Lane. memory lane playing this. Ah, exploration coin. I would have gotten that. This game had it all. It had collectibles, mini games, combat, classes. Social sandbox. It had housing that was really good. Just a really all well-rounded game. Well put together. You can't see it from its current state, but like I'm telling you the memories from my mind. Let's find somebody to raid, chat. Rawr. XD. Someone's playing Mabinogi. I'm gonna raid the person playing Mabinogi because that's another old MMO. It was also free to play, or it still is, I forget. Give me a moment, chat. I will pull up the information. We are raiding Kotori Tengu. They're playing Mabinogi. I hope you all enjoyed this little trip down memory lane and flashback into Free Realms. I do hope it makes a full comeback someday, either in fan form or official capacity. Rawr. Here is our raid message. Oh, I don't know what just happened, chat. Give me a second. My OBS is being funny. Oh, I had my number lock key off. That's why. I was trying to use one of my YouTube commands. Anyways. First message, if you do not sub. The second one, if you do sub. The second one uses my custom emotes. And we are going to do raid. Do, 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 do. Keep an eye on my Discord and my socials, chat. I may be back again soon with Terra Classic. I'm thinking about playing more old MMOs and things. They're just interesting and fun to play. Trip through time, summon through space. Take care again. Bye for now, everybody.